myself in a scenario. I think about a lot of these things. You know, like that thing that happened backstage. Let me just explain it. Like, you know, let me explain it.
I ain't got a clue what's going on.
Yeah, so let me explain it. So initially, first of all, thanks for obviously having me on there as part of, you know what I mean, Sinners and that. Like, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me there, man. It was love from like when I've got there, Sinners have been like, look, we're gonna have you. I don't even know what the format was. Like they said, we're gonna have you. I'm gonna have some OF girls, and you guys gonna just do your thing in it. Just bring the energy, bring the minutes, like bring it on stage. I was like, okay, cool. They're like, we need to hype it up for No Behaviour to get them ready. So I was like, all right, cool. So we've gone on stage and we've had our back and forth, just the usual, just back and forth, but entertainment. But the girls were very, very unruly on stage, right? They were very, you know what I mean? And shout out to Sinners, Speedy, shout out to Leco, but they were being quite chilled, quite relaxed. So I was trying to basically, you know, because the girls were basically just running rampant. So I was trying to just kind of hype it up. So it was good. It was really good. It was really good. So we've come off stage now. And then when I've come into the room, after, like, they just said onto me, oh, you did. So I was like, wow, walk on. They're like, oh, you didn't tell us you're going to be like that. You're fake behind the room. He was like this. And I was like, have you never seen any of my content before? Like, have you?
That must have been before they went, like, you know, you go through the doors and then go through the other door. Because when they came through the first double doors, they were moving crazy.
So
crazy.
So you know, and then there was proper, like, and then they've come on the camera now, and obviously it's a little bit backstage, a little entertainment, whatever. But that was, first of all, after that, we was cool. So that was straight off off the hype. But after that, it was all love backstage, right? And, you know, Sinners, you know, they was going to put it out. But I actually didn't want them to put it out. I never say not to put out anything. I don't care. But I was like, no, I don't want it to go out. And they were like, no, just let it go out. Because I never, everything is like, go out. But I just looked at it. I just didn't. I was like, you know what? I'll let it go out, innit? So I'm saying to you, and then it'll be whatever. But man, I don't go to these things. I don't want to be arguing with women. I don't want to be going back. Like, I would never go and start telling a woman, oh, you shouldn't do this. Nah, like, that's not what we do. We have conversations on things. We have opinions. Then we go back to our lives or whatever. So I'm saying to you, and in my life, women love me. Like, in real life, listen, women love me just on the internet. And there's always a certain type of women. There's always a certain type that gets mad or that gets in their feelings. So, but for me, yeah, that was a good show. You know, it was what it was. But, like, yeah, man,
So did she just I can't even say take it personally because you was talking to her. Like, basically, her big gripe was that you was cool, your cool thing, but as soon as we went on stage, you started, basically.
Yeah, but then that's what their man told me to do. They were like, oh, just go, like, and we was only trying to make it get hype for you guys. Like, so we was like, look, let's just, do you get me? But it was never, so when I've come and they all bare mad, I'm like, and I was a bit waved as well. So I've come, like, I'll just be real. Like, and then it's just, and then the cameras in it, and you know, but, yeah, for me, that was I had a really good time. It was a good show. And after that, it was all love. When they left, that's not what happened. And then obviously it goes on socials and it's a bit of entertainment for people and then people want to be in the messages and whatever. But ultimately, nah, man, like, I don't wake up every single day. It gives me a headache. Like, it really does.
Do you feel like you need to... What's the word I'm looking for? Like, protect your brand or take control over your narrative?
Yeah.
From what's being set.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you need to do that? Or do you feel like you just need to just whatever it is, what it is?
I need to do that.
Because I would say, because life's about balance, isn't it? So when I say these things, and every time, like, even when I talk about image, I saw the clip and I'm saying you man hate gal and all that. I say things just tongue in cheek. There's a bit of, I mean, I'm a bit joking, whatever. Real life interactions.
You know what
I'm trying to say? It's different. It's always calm minutes. So I know the man them minutes. So I understand, and I know man them is man them. So I understand man them love gal. I know man them. I don't need to really question that, innit? Yeah. So when I say these things, because it's always about perception, I'm talking about how it looks. That's about balance, innit? So if every time I see you, man, this is the type of time you're on, after a while, this is everybody's first introduction to you, and then it's their second, then it's their third, then it's their fourth. After a while, they're saying, this is who this is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? I don't need to see, I need to see now. I don't need to talk to nobody. I know Donnie. I know his story. You know what I'm trying to say? And my cry would be, when I say that, I always go to one extreme to always show, man, where it's leaning towards, because it's always extreme, innit? Life's about balance, because man, no man like gal, but how come I can't find you, man? And I'm not saying I'm generalising as well. I'm saying that, how come I can't find you, man, championing girls, championing the kind of girls you like then? The ones that you like, the ones that are good, the ones that are thing. How come I can't find a 5-minute clip of you championing them and promoting that? it's always the pointing at the negative. We all know what we don't like. We always know it. You know what I'm trying to say? So if it's always constant, and it's good for content, and that's what people like and getting in the comments and whatnot. But then again, people need to be mindful of how they're perceived. You know what I'm trying to say?
100%. No.
That's what Loons gets on to me about when I say, you just think. He goes, so then man can say like 100 things that I don't agree with, but there's 2 things that I agree with. So then I'll jump on it and I'll think it and all that. But I'm saying, all right, cool. But when idiots are arguing from this, people can't tell who's who and stuff like that. Innit? So when you do that, like it's still the same thing. So when I'm saying things, I'm still just saying perception. If that makes sense. I'm not telling you who you are. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not my place to tell you who you are and who you are. I'm just telling you perception.
No,
how things look. You know what I'm trying to say?
100%. Because when I meet people, and that's what I'm trying to say, oh my God, you're so different. I said, how did you think I was gonna be? But
how you always are when they see you, didn't it?
What's that? I'm like, how did you think? I'm like, how did you think I was gonna be? But I get it, and and I think that's also a lot of things happen very fast with me. Like a lot of things have happened. I didn't, you know what I mean? And I've kind of just been trying to figure my way through things, and I'm figuring my way through things.
It's a weird day and age we're living in, man. Like living out our lives on camera and putting yourself out. People being able to pass their opinion on you and judge you, and you've got to be mindful of it. It's hard for you to be yourself.
Like, people always ask me like, "Don't you have a problem with it?" But then, see, my thing is, I'm always just say I'm so used to people disliking me. That I don't really care what people say.
Make a difference, isn't it?
It's not like I've run around the city and everyone liked me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man had our problems. Then...
And even saying that about your narrative, I do the same things. Like, people are going to think whatever they think. I'm not in a space where I'm going to say something and have to keep explaining myself. You know what I'm trying to say that. If I say something, if you got it, you got it. If you didn't, you didn't. If you're used to my sense of humor or my candor, the way, then you get it. If you're not, you're not. Whoever's going to take offense,
why he's the coldest though? Because I'll ring him, like he'll post something and I'll be like, hey, they're cooking you on Shea Bar or something, He'll be like, swear down. So I'll be like, the comments, they're chatting shit. Like, I got them on mute or something. And like, it don't affect his day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man be like, oh so what going on? What you on? Like, that's it, it's done. You told me, thanks.
Great.
I ain't going to check it, but man, let them cook me up some more.
Let them cook me some more. In my mind, my job's done. I'm on Shea Bar now. That's me done for the day. I don't need to post. Usually I've done my work, my interactions, you know what I'm trying to say, my engagements. That's done for the day. I'm cool. You get me? I could tweet something and I see it picking up, and I can see a certain type, and then the retweets start coming. I'm like, oh shit, they found it. All right, cool. Mute that one. Go about my business.
I don't do Twitter, man.
Twitter's good though, man.
I'll be real. I'll be there for 2 days and then gone for 4 weeks or something.
I'll be honest.
I can't really do it.
Someone like me, Twitter's not good for me. Someone like me. All I see bad things will happen from things that people say on Twitter coming to bite them up. I'm gonna
just gotta be mindful of what you say and how you do it, man. But it's good to build platforms to have and for debates and have conversations if you're gonna engage with people. But
I'm gonna stay away from Twitter.
You know, I just forget. I'll tweet something and then forget, and then because I got no notifications on, I'll go back into it and then.
I'm like, long. I try not to interact because I got a fucked up argument style.
No, and you like Twitter because
I do.
I could just say the same thing about Insta. You don't use Insta even close to how much you use Twitter.
Yeah,
you use Twitter? That's your place, yeah.
Yeah, well, the last few months I've been quiet because Brent told me to calm down.
See, and that's what I'm saying because see, imagine Mark, someone could go 10 years ago to your thoughts. You can't even remember. It's too dangerous. Like, because what you thought 10 years ago, it's dangerous.